Tonight we have a special treat for you, one that we all look forward to every year at this time, the time when our combined graded choirs present for you their annual Christmas musical. Our graded choir program is under the supervision and tonight under the direction of Mrs. Lisa Russo. And she's done a marvelous job this year, as she does every year. And right now, just before the children come, I'd like to introduce you to all the teachers of the graded choir. If they would stand up, please. All of you workers and teachers of the graded choir, these are the ladies that work so diligently each Wednesday evening to train the children. Mrs. Tanya Beal, Mrs. Teresa Morris, Mrs. Renda Davis, Mrs. Teresa Pelton, and there are several more in the back that we'll recognize at a later time. Without further ado, I now present to you the graded choir program, A Super Gift from Heaven, under the direction of Mrs. Lisa Russo.
Good night, Hildolph.
Come on, Gretchen. I believe you'd spend all night with these dolls if I didn't make you leave. You'd think they're real people. Come on now. It's closing time. We have a full day ahead of us tomorrow.
I'm coming. Hans, just let me adjust this room for Amanda.
Wrapped up and protected.
Those customers, well, they say things like, won't Timmy just love this, and won't this just be perfect for bed? I'm not so sure I want to be locked up in a box and tied with a ribbon. I'm afraid I'll get claustrophobia. The trip from the factory to the store was bad enough. At least then a lot of you were with me.
I've been watching you every day since you've been here. You sure are pretty. I'm glad no one has bought you yet.
Why, thank you. Who are you?
Freddie Freckles, who are you?
Hi, Freddie. I'm Amanda. Were you listening? Do you know what a gift is?
I know that people buy them at birthdays and Mother's Days and anniversaries and Easter.
And Christmas, which means any day now. We could be sold. You could be. I could be. We all could be. So what? So what's so bad about being a gift? Maybe you like it. But Raggedy Andy, we don't know what happens once we leave the store. Maybe we become slaves.
I'm Colonel Cudley, at your service, dolls. As you perhaps know, we colonels know a lot. After all, I've been here longer than any of you.
Then you must know what a gift is.
Well, no, not exactly, ma'am. That is, a gift must be extremely important. I'll admit, I was here last Christmas. I think I was just priced too high, but nevertheless, I like Christmas best of all. Superior, simple. Superior.
What makes it superior, sir?
First, there's the decorations. Then, from these windows here, we can see several of these gorgeous trees. The lights are magnificent. Then there's the music. Some of it makes you really. There's words people use to describe it.
Oh, I know. I love that whole music, but I don't understand the words. It sounds like a story I'd love to hear. I don't understand the words either, Sabrina, but let's not get off the subject. I still don't know about gifts. Some of the children have dirty hands. Fuck! What would happen to my frog? Frog? Oh, you mean your rags. I wouldn't mind that. I've been listening to the shoppers. Some children take their dolls to bed with them at night, and I understand some of the little ones put their arms around us. Hug sounds nice to me. Oh, we like that.
I think you baby dolls would like that. I've listened, and I've heard something about a baby, especially as near as I can figure it out. It's because this baby at Christmas got started in the first place. That must be why the Howdy music is all about.
Oh, do you suppose it's about that little baby doll in the back of the store? You know, the one that Gretchen calls Jesus? No, I think you're right. There's one more in the back. It's somewhat silent night.
thing. It could happen to anyone. Just what is the problem? Well, I think it's a phone number virus.
I know where a crunchy gets his throat. Maybe I could help you out.
Say, that's really nice of you, but I'm afraid the problem goes a little bit deeper than that. I'm afraid it's psychological.
Tell me about it.
Oh dear, to tell you the truth, instead of an Easter bunny, I'd rather be a Christmas bunny. I know it sounds quite funny, coming from an Easter bunny, but my days are far from sunny, that's for sure. It's not fair, it's not fair, it's not fair. And a rabbit got a glow in March and April have a very special glow, and that's because of this one thing they know. They got it made, they'll be sold at Easter. It's not fair, it's not fair, it's not fair. You're right, it's just not fair for me to be a leftover Easter hare. It's not fair, it's not fair. What can I do? What can you do? What can anybody do?
Sabrina, yeah. Come on, let's get some thread. And some green ribbon. And red vest. That will make you a Christmas bunny.
Oh, this is marvelous. Where's a mirror?
Here, take a look.
Do you think that I look funny? All dressed up like a Christmas bunny. Instead of pink and yellow, I've become a red and green. You've been changed to the words of Christmas bunny. You look terrific! Oh my, 7 stitches. Wow, I'm overcome. I just don't know how to thank you. I really am a Christmas bunny. Say, do you suppose a Ginger just sticking me could be called a gift?
No. It sure is. Helping someone seems like a pretty good gift to me. We as nannies have a gift for you too. Come on, all you girls and girls. Let's sing a dance for our friends. Christmas goes. These are gifts, and they sure are fun.
I've been listening. I think we're on the right track. I heard a boy tell his mother that he didn't want to spend so much money on his his sister, his on his sister's doll. His mother said, "Now Jimmy, the Lord knows that you can give her. Now what do you
to know what I think we should get ourselves some TED Talk. It's almost midnight. We keep on carrying on like this, no one will ever buy us.
You're right.
Good night.
Good night, Linda.
Good night, Freddie.
I hope everybody she buys me.
I hope so too. Robin. Let us baby doll sing a lullaby for that baby Jesus saw in the funny little crib.
Hans and Court changed us their name today. Poor Hans, he's having such a hard time trying to figure out what happened to his Easter rabbit.
I do feel sorry for him, but I must admit I'm a happy bunny. Look at my soul sign. A nice letter got me from a little boy, John. He said he'd probably name me Christopher Christmas Rabbit. How about you, Christmas kitten?
Meow, I was bought for a little girl, Carrie. See, I was so tight on me, too. Meow.
let's see now. We figured out that a gift supports a person gives to another. Colonel Covey says gifts are important. You girls did a good deed. I mean, East Eye, Christmas, Bunny, Raggedy Ann, and Amy gave us a song and dance for us. The clowns made us laugh. But why does a person give a gift? Does he want something returned? What is a gift? We shepherds have been waiting for just the right moment to speak and cannot remain silent any longer. Too often people don't tell about the greatest gift of all. We can give you the answer to your question because we know what a gift is because we've been a gift many times.
How can you be a gift many times?
We're antiques. We're over 300 years old. Wow, that's amazing. Will you manufacture the way we want?
No, we are made by an old woodcarver who loved God very much. We all together are called a creed. We are put together at Christmas and placed where everyone can see us. Sometimes under the Christmas tree, sometimes on the mantle, and sometimes on the table. We've lived in many different countries, and people who loved us the most know what a gift really is. A gift is first a thought of us looking like a seed of the mind. Then there is strange feeling that you had. Then there are strong feeling that you have to do something or give something to someone else. Doing something for someone as much as the gift is giving something. Amanda, Sabrina, and Kissy girls were just three different things was a gift. Be freaking to always deliver. Be freaking to always deliver a gift to person.
Yes, we three kings went to Jerusalem to give the baby Jesus some gifts. We knew although Jesus came as a baby, he would grow up to change the world.
Maybe I'm beginning to understand what it means to be a gift. Who is that pretty lady who is sitting beside the manger? Does she like being a gift?
I'm Mary, Amanda. Jesus is my baby. And yes, I do like being a gift. Would you like to hold him?
Oh, man. Oh, my. He's so little. I never held such a little doll before. Was he like being a gift? Was he ever built people like you dolls before? Thank you for letting me hold him.
Yes, there were. This little Jesus doll is just a symbol of the greatest gift. I mean the very greatest gift of all times. He is the Son of our Heavenly Father who made all creation. He gave us this baby, his only Son, so that those who accept his gift will live forever. Listen, this is how it happened.
Listen what the angels sing. Listen what is born today. God is here to change the world. Jesus came to show the way. Listen what the angels sing. Listen what is born today. God is here to change the world. Jesus came to show the way. Once upon a time there was a girl. To her an angel came and said, a little boy will be born to you, and Jesus will be his name. And two shepherds from the sheep on a hillside, a choir of angels came and sang to heaven to Savior's earth. The Son of God will reign. Mary, angels child, and Joseph guardian there, and three white kings in gentle rows. Then Jesus came to show the way. Jesus came on Christmas Day. Oh, that's lovely. I won't mind being hugged by children with dirty hands. I want to be a very special gift to a very special child. I can give her the clown's gift of laughter and the Raggedy Ann's gift of smile. And when she needs me, I'll be there, the way that we were with the Christmas bunny. Whoever that special child is probably a special gift to her mom and dad.
Hey, Linda, I just thought of something. We're not getting gifts until we receive. I don't want to be a gift that sits on the shelf. I want to be a gift that's received and held and loved.
I imagine people can be gifts to each other if they want to be. Me too. I can only be given to one family, but what makes Jesus the super gift is that we can all receive that super gift from heaven. The super gift is for you, and you, and you, and you. Oh, what a joy, we're going to be gifts. Oh, what a joy, we're going
Thank you, children. Thank you very much. Mrs. Russo, thank you. Let us stand and sing together as the children go down. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. Number 165 in your hymn book. Silent night, holy and presence. You may be seated.
I don't know about you. You know, when I started preaching tonight, I had fever. I didn't come to the platform for a while. I thought about, hey, and I preached the fever plumb away. Or something happened. I don't know about you, but I enjoyed the services, especially this morning when we didn't have to rush. Didn't have to rush, and we just took our time. I enjoyed that, didn't you? I had so many people to tell me in both services, early service and last service, boy, preacher, I really enjoyed the service today. We didn't have to rush. We just took our time. And I think when you have to rush through a service, you take something away from the service. And by the way, we had some room in the auditorium in that last service too, didn't we? Had some room in the auditorium. I want you to pray about that. We building this fence out here to have church inside the fence, but I don't know whether it'd be too churchy or not. No, we're going to build a building out there. That you pray about that. And I was talking about praying tonight. I wish you'd pray for me. I sure do. Because I'd pray for you. If every member of this church would just pray for me once a month, we'd just be returning the favors, because I pray for you once a month. Surely do. I wish you'd pray for me. I'm going to get a real opportunity tomorrow to go to Washington, D.C. tomorrow to be with Mr. Doug Coe, one of the most spiritual men you'll ever meet. Doug is very, very involved in third world countries, and I'm excited about going. He's the one that organizes the President's Prayer Breakfast every year, and so I'm going to see him tomorrow, and I'm really thankful for the invitation. And so you be praying for me. Ladies' meeting tomorrow evening at 7:30. All ladies are invited to the fellowship hall for this special meeting. Nursery is provided for preschoolers. Tickets are now available for the fundraising banquet for the Dallas Life Foundation. The date is April the 20th at the Anatole Hotel. Now, how many right now, let's just take time out, you haven't gotten tickets yet, but you'd say, hey, I'll take 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 and I'll try to sell them for you. I'll try to sell a whole table. There's 10 to the table. It's $100 a plate, and you get a little bit of food with it. A little broccoli and cauliflower. A little real, very scantly cheese dip on it. You say, hey, well, we hadn't said what we wanted to eat yet, but that's usually what you get when you go to one of these things, so I don't want to disappoint you. But the $100 will go for the greatest need and the greatest cause I know of. Now, if you would say, I'll take a few tickets and try to sell them for you, the tickets are numbered. Hold your hand up right now. Okay? Just a minute. Killer, get down here. Give Perry some. Pete, work with him there, will you? You got your pencil? Keep the numbers. Boy, Perry, you getting a gob of them. Oh, Perry'd already asked for his. Hallelujah. All right. Bill, how many you want? 10? Give Bill 10. All right. Who else would say, preacher, I'll try to help you? Okay. Give Jack here some. Jack's joining the church tonight. Hallelujah. Isn't that wonderful? 10? Okay. Give him the numbers. All right. Diane Suber. She's going to take a bunch. How many, Diane? 20 for... Let's give her a good hand. Yeah, Diane will take 20. All right, who else would take some and sell? can, anybody can sell these tickets. If I can sell them, you can. All you have to do is just pray real hard and work real hard for 20 years, and then you can get a captive audience just like I got. Who else would take some and try to sell them for me? Anybody else? Well, we got a long way to go. You know, if we put all 5,000 out tonight, then I wouldn't have to mention it anymore, and you wouldn't have to listen to it anymore. So you got that going your way, haven't you? Isn't that sign pretty? Jared, you paint that? Jim? Is Jim, stand up. Boy, isn't that beautiful? I tell you. Just remain standing a minute, Jim. How many have seen our grandchildren's room at our house? Circus room? Jim is the one that painted that. Let's give Jim another good hand. Isn't that pretty? 1501 on Easter Sunday. Now, last Easter, we didn't know where to put them. We had 3 services last Easter, and I think we had more than that in the 3 services. I don't recall what our attendance was. Do y'all? Does anybody? I know it's a bunch. It's a gob of them. And so we just picked that number. You say, why 1,501? Well, if I can sell each one of them a ticket, then I don't like but 3,499. So that's pretty good, isn't it? All right. Those tickets are available. Easter Sunday, you'll be praying about that. Willa Dorsey will be with us all day long on Easter Sunday. And I'll tell you, she, like Madeline, is a blessing. So Willa Dorsey will be here all day long on Easter Sunday. All right. Is any word? Anyone have any advertisements or anything like that? How you kids doing? Huh? Boy, y'all the deadest bunch I ever seen in my life. I ought to introduce y'all, you think? All right, y'all ready? Hey, you want me to introduce you to Madeline? Mrs. Madeline Mims Manning, let me introduce you to the world's, or Madeline Manning Mims. No, which is Mrs. Madeline Manning Mims. Let me introduce you to the world's greatest youth department. Well, that's enough. Madeline, I want you to know on behalf of the church, you really blessed us today. She's got some material out on the table. You take advantage of that out there. Nancy will be out there. And Nancy up in the balcony. We certainly enjoyed having you today. She's the one that stood up there and told Mark when to start that tape and when to stop it. So let's give Nancy a hand, would you please? All right, let's hear from
The Lord's really blessed tonight. Bob Jones is coming for salvation. Bob, if you come and stand right there.
Man, that's Nancy's brother, isn't it? I tell you, isn't that wonderful? I'm glad he got saved. Nancy, you and BF come stand by. This is BF's brother-in-law and Nancy's brother. What? I'll tell you, there's not a finer couple alive than Nancy and BF Turner. Bob, God bless you. He's up in Missouri. And we're delighted you got saved tonight. Delighted you got saved. Aren't we? All right.
Jack and Virginia Trussell are coming tonight with Renee into the fellowship of our church.
God bless. Jack, come on here, buddy. I'll tell you the truth. I pastored Jack and them. How many years ago, Jack? 12 years ago. Jack's mother, what a great lady she was. She lived down in East Texas, and I preached a meeting in her church one time. And they laid out the pallet, put the kids to sleep at night, and Granny Trussell came to our church one Wednesday night, and she'd come to town, and at that time Jack was a member of another church, and his brother also was a member of another church, but she'd come here on Wednesday night when she came. And one Wednesday night, we didn't take an offering back then on Wednesday night, and she went out the door and she said, "Preacher, you robbed me of a blessing tonight." She said, "I wanted to give the offering and you didn't take one." And I said, Granny Trussell, I'll promise you from now on, every time I meet, I'll take at least one, and a lot of times two. And so we've done that. Jack, I'm delighted you're here. Let's see. Larry, you and Kay jump up there and stand by Jack and Virginia. Will you please? All right?
Preacher, even tonight, the Lord has touched the hearts of the small children. Shane Smith is coming for salvation tonight.
God bless you. We prayed for change. Steve Sherwood, come and stand by. Steve told me this morning Steve brought him to church, and he said, Preacher, he introduced him to me, and he said his mother and his daddy are lost. He said the whole family's lost, and said, I want you to pray with me that they'll be saved. Amen. Isn't that wonderful? Daniel and Eric, isn't that wonderful? You all stand over. Now let's give them a good hand. That's just wonderful. That's just wonderful. All right.
Little Brady Patterson is coming for salvation tonight.
Amen. Isn't that wonderful? Whoo! Boy, I tell you, he's pretty. Linda, stand up there by him. What a precious lady Linda is. Linda teaches mathematics out at the college out here. And she's got some sweet, sweet kids. What a blessing she is. All right? Who else? That's all. I'm delighted you were here tonight. We have a number of visitors in the service. A lot of our folk are sick. You be praying for them. Wednesday night, we're preaching through the book of Romans on Wednesday night. And I believe I've preached 3 or 4 messages. We've just begun. And it'd be good to get in on it. This coming Wednesday night, if I'm not mistaken, I'll be preaching on the wrath of God from Romans chapter 1, verse 18, God's wrath. I'm delighted you were here tonight. Any word? All right, let's stand together. Madeline, I want you to come and stand where our people can get an opportunity to shake hands with you and meet you and greet you. Come right down here and stand. Will you, Madeline, please? And you come and tell Madeline what a blessing she was also. All right, Father, we're so grateful for these that have been saved tonight and these that you added to us. I pray in a special way tonight you'd bless everyone. You've blessed us tremendously today through the ministry of Madeline